The man of the hour has arrived. Please allow me to introduce a very talented individual and I'm proud to say, a friend of mine. Joshua Lucas is a multidisciplinary artist, digital creative, music producer, and sound designer for VR. Throughout the pandemic, he's been working to bring sound and music to the metaverse through immersive theater collaborations, VR concerts, and world building. Now, tonight, we've got a really special treat because Josh is going to explain a bit about what he's been doing as a live stream VR musician and perform some original atmospheric music for us all to enjoy. So, without any further ado, can we get some emojis for the amazing Josh? Thank you very much.
Hi, everybody. How's everyone doing? Give me a wave. Right on. So I wanted to take just a minute to just a little bit about so one of the things I kind of found myself experiencing, like a lot of musicians at the beginning of the pandemic, was I can't do shows anymore. Shows are gone. Shows aren't a thing. And I happened to own an Oculus headset, and so I started experimenting with what it might look like to try to perform music in VR. Fast forward to today, and I've had the pleasure to be part of a number of different types of events and festivals. Just as a performer. So I'm very excited to showcase just a little bit of what I'm doing. I'm going to bring myself up on screen here. Everybody see me up on the screen in the back? Okay, great. Fantastic. So as you can see, I am in a room in a headset with a bunch of music equipment. And one of the things that I sort of have going on is looping setup that allows me to kind of mix a lot of different sounds all into one space. I'm going to do a little sample for you to kick things off and begin the concert. Thank you all for coming, and I hope you enjoy the show. Okay, thank you, everybody. Woohoo! So, as you can sort of see, one of the challenges of performing in VR is the actual blending of realities, being in a headset, having to play all of the instruments blind, and also be my avatar and say hello to everybody. All right, I've got some more tunes for you.
AltspaceVR.
I was so afraid, wandering on my own. I looked for a way.
Thank you. I love seeing those emojis floating up around. What a fantastic day it's been. I got a chance to listen to the keynote, and it was mind-blowing in terms of all of the different realities we are embodying and will embody. I've got a couple more songs for everybody. Thank you all for coming. When the sun won't set, oh no, sun don't set, sun don't set, yeah, oh no, sun don't set, looking out at the hall, I know we could be great. I felt it in my bones. I know I need to escape. Sun don't set, yeah, oh Lord. Sun don't set, yeah. Sun don't set, yeah, oh no. Sun don't set, don't set. All right, everyone. Lots of reverb. I got one last song for everybody here tonight. Thank you all for coming to Orbiter. I'm so excited for PXR 2021. Thank you to all the organizers for having me. Can't wait for all of the different events happening this week. Don't do me wrong. Why you gotta be so jealous when I know I can't stop coming back for more? We've been down this road before. You and me tried to turn it up. Yeah, you know I wanna get some. Don't do me wrong. Why you gotta be so jealous when I know I can't stop coming back for more? We've been down this road before. You and me try to turn it up. Yeah, you know I wanna get some. I'm falling in love. 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 I miss the way you move. 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 I'm falling in love. 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 I'm falling in love.
Thank you so much, Josh. Let's show some emojis. Some emojis for Josh Lucas, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you all very much.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Encore, more.
Okay. Huh.
Uh-huh.
Great.
So would you ever turn into like an Airbnb?
Um, Thank you so much, Josh. That was absolutely incredible. And a
Don't know
bit
what
of a
that
reminder
is.
for everyone in the audience. This isn't all. This is on our last moment with Josh at PXR. Just want to remind everyone, Josh is joining us again. He's presenting his Terra Luma VR sound design workshop at 1 p.m. PST on Friday, and in it he's going to share all his techniques for creating sound design in VR. It's going to be super cool. Please check it out. Also, due to the generosity of Josh's spirit and his talent, Josh is going to stick around after we wrap up. So if you have any questions, Josh would love to chat with you informally. So please take advantage of that. He's got a lot to share. Everybody, that concludes day one for PXR 2021. On behalf of Single Thread and Electric Company, a big thank you to all those who presented today. Kent By, for one, Roger Witt and Brennan Krampus and the rest of the Severance Theory crew. Hearty welcome.
This is pretty different, huh?
Okay.
He's frozen.
Hey.
Liam, lost your audio there, so I'm going to take over. Hey, what was an amazing first day? We had our ex-artist link up, get rolling. We had Kent By, our incredible keynote. And we had Boca del Lupo tell us about 360 video. So we are looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow for day 2 of PXR. We're going to be starting off with Nyla Nuksuk telling us all about her early forays into VR. And now I think Josh is going to come back and join us and answer some questions, if I'm not mistaken. Is that why you're swinging to life, Josh? Speak to us, oh wise one. Make sure you're on megaphone here. Woo.
Just had to disassemble all of the things that were hanging off of me.
Yeah, that's amazing. So Josh, do you want to take some questions from people about things, or how do you want to do this? This is your comment.
Yeah, absolutely. If anyone has any questions about my setup or about performing or anything, I mean, I'm open to everything anyone has to say.
Cool. I'm going to allow hand raises, and if people want to raise their hand, I can throw you on megaphone and you can ask questions to Josh. He's yeah. Hey, we got a question from Bob. Bob, what's your question?
Hi. My question is, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Can you hear me? Oh, okay, great. My question is, I was wondering, because you said you had trouble seeing like your stuff. Could you use the pass view, by double tapping on your headset? Would you be able to do that, or would that take you out of AltSpace or something?
That's a very good question. I have experimented with it, and so far it is unreliable at times, just because with the complexity of people being in spaces and being in rooms, and depending on how large different environments or worlds are, it can be a little bit tricky. I've been booted out before, but I'm really hoping that once things stabilize, that I'll be able to quickly double tap, see my instruments, tap back in, and so on and so forth. Yeah, hoping that it'll continue to get better.
Awesome. Thanks for that question.
Thank
We
you.
got a question coming in from Steve. Steve, you are live.
Hey, hello. Just a quick question. At the end there, saw you on the stage there. You had your virtual VR headset on. Which actual headset are you using? If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah, so I just have a Generation 1 Quest, Oculus Quest. So this would be the equivalent of the NES at this point, Nintendo NES, I guess. Yeah.
I don't know. Is the Oculus Oculus Quest 1 the Nintendo NES, or is it more like I don't know. The
Yeah, I heard that.
N64. I don't know. Anyway, that's great. Thank you. Any other questions? If not, then we're gonna just mingle on this cool space station comet. Oh, we got one question coming in from Braden. Braden, you are on the air.
Hello. I was just curious if you have played around at all with any sort of hand tracking or body tracking in order to kind of be able to inhabit your avatar a little bit more. I know that Altspace doesn't readily support it, but nonetheless.
I am really, really glad you asked that question in particular. That is everything I want to be working towards. Mixed reality in terms of performance, not only for myself to perform, but hosting other artists, being behind the scenes in production, producing and broadcasting other live performances in mixed reality is 100% where I want to be. I think, as different platforms open up, and it becomes easier to host those types of things, because I know right now with Oculus, there's only a certain amount of apps that support mixed reality. I'm really, really excited to see the potential of actually taking not only people's physical bodies and embodying a more detailed avatar in a VR space, but also actually taking video of themselves against a green screen or whatever, and having shaders in VR spaces that allow you to bring sort of a holographic version of the actual artist, in an AR form, into VR. So I am very interested in moving in that direction, and hopefully that's soon.
Thank you. Awesome question. We've got a question here from Denise. Denise, you are on the air.
Okay, hi. Just I just wanted to ask, like, what was your first experience when you first played instrument in VR? Like, because it's really different from reality and the VR, and how were you able to adapt between the two?
Thank you. That's a great question. My first experience was I smashed my guitar into the wall and dropped my controllers and was stepping on things and couldn't navigate my environment very well at all. And furthermore, what was really hard was to actually play anything. I would try to play the keyboard, I couldn't see it, and I was, playing wrong notes or trying to play my guitar, I didn't know where I was on the guitar. One of the biggest things was acclimatizing to having to rely just on my physical sense, to really just know where I am, and obviously rehearsal helps with that. But yeah, the first time was a mess. I'm glad that you're seeing it now, not then.
Great question. Now we've got a question from Dev Pirate. Dev Pirate, what's your question?
Hey, the question is a bit like the extended question of Bob's question regarding pass-through. Have you also tried the new feature called Space Sense, and how did it work? How did that work for you?
Sorry, can you repeat just the end of the question?
Have you also tried what was it called? Space Sense, and how did it work for you?
I actually don't know what that is. What is that?
I just want to
It's
say that
I got muted again.
I don't know if everybody got that update yet.
Yeah, it hasn't
It's
rolled out
when
to
somebody
everyone.
comes in your space or object, it will show up in your grid. Like when you go out of boundaries.
I
See
see.
what he's saying? That's what he
Okay,
means.
I
Yeah.
see. Oh, gotcha.
So
Yeah, I
basically,
don't
you'll
know
have
if
a
I have that.
combination of both.
Gotten a
Yeah.
couple of compliments on my
Yeah.
embodiment from people, and that makes
It is one of the new updates.
I had somebody
love
say
that.
to me, and maybe this is an interesting poll for everybody. Someone said to me, "You should just perform without the headset on." and just play a show like you normally would. It'd be easier. But there's something that I really am interested in exploring and trying to both embody my avatar as a performer, as well as myself performing, and the challenge of that. So I'm just curious of just quick show of hands if you think like it wouldn't take away from the show to just take the headset off, or if that's something that is a little bit more compelling because even though it's more challenging, I think that's sort of purpose of this medium, is to do things that are hard. Yeah.
Wow, that may be the quote of the day. I don't know if we're gonna top that, man. Let's end on that, and and Josh is gonna be here to hang out with us, and let's just have a good time as we hurtle towards who knows what. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you all again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You
Yeah.
Thank you
have
very much.
event coordination going. Good? Pretty good. Yeah, when I heard that they brought you on, I was like, good choice.
Oh, Josh.
Thank you.
I was gonna say that